As we've all probably famously heard by now, they say 50% of all marriages end in divorce. But plenty of those turn into new loves in the second phase of adulthood, and that is beautiful and can also be a little complicated if children are involved. Here to help us smooth out the edges on something called blended families is Dr. Sharon Saline, clinical psychologist. Good morning, Sharon.
Good morning, Danny. How are you?
I'm good. What is a blended family? Is it like the show Modern Family? Is it kind of like that?
Exactly. It's when one partner has children and marries someone else who has children, and they come together and they bring both sets of their children into a new family.
And how do you sort of create that new environment that can be helpful for everyone?
Well, that's really challenging. Actually, 16% of children in the United States are living in blended families. And I think that when couples come together, they actually really have to take time to think about what kind of new family they want to create. You know, you have yours and mine. What is the ours? How are we going to handle living together? What are some of the rules that you have with your children? What are some of the rules I have with my children? Do they clash? Do they work together? I mean, it really takes conscious effort and adaptation.
How do you make your child still feel special? You know, they have a couple kids, you have yours, or trying to make them best friends, but also you still want yours to feel like, I'm your parent.
That's a good question. A lot of times kids can be jealous of the new additional children in the family and the attention that a parent might be paying to those additional children. And so what I encourage parents to do is to make sure each week they have what I call private time with their child, doing something special, just the two or three of them, if there's more than one child, that is something where you're connecting alone so that your child isn't developing a kind of jealousy that you're only trying to win over, get to know the other children, the new children, but that you still prioritize and love your child as much as you did before, because sometimes they can feel replaced or set aside.
How do you prevent sibling rivalries? You know, my brother and I fought all the time growing up, and we're related.
Yes. Well, it's normal. It's really normal for kids to fight. And but in families where there are siblings who are not, biologically related, it's the competition can be more intense. And I think it's really important for you to focus on helping your children by encouraging them to do their personal best, not what they think the personal best is in comparison to the other child. Really to focus on our, meaning yours, mine, and what's best for you that we know before we came into this family, and to continue what we know your strengths are.
How would you recommend introducing the step-parent to your child?
That's an interesting question. I certainly think slowly. I think that that wasn't probably what you meant, but I think that we want to slowly integrate partners into our children's lives and let them take an appropriate role. And I don't know what that role is. Everybody's family is different. But if you have an ex-partner who is an active parent, then we want to help the kids understand that the step-parent is an additional parent. It's not a replacement parent.
Would you maybe start by saying, like, this is my friend?
Sure.
If your child is young enough?
I think saying this is my friend, I think sometimes people say this is my special friend.
So they can kind of build a friendship off that before there's any,
or this is my new friend, I'd like you to meet him or her. We're spending some time together. And kids are pretty sharp. They'll say, your friend. What do you mean?
Yeah, kids know.
Kids know. It's like, your friend. What do you mean? Is this your boyfriend? Come on.
I don't know.
Is this your girlfriend? So they're going to pick that up pretty quickly. And what we want to do is be honest, but not too honest. Like, you don't say, yes, this is my boyfriend, we sleep together, and I want to marry him. But we want to say, yeah, this is a guy I really like a lot, and we're going to see where it goes. Or this is a woman who's special to me. I don't know what that means. I'm not putting a label on it yet. And that could just to kind of ease kids into accepting that there's a new important person in your mom or your dad's life.
Amen. Sharon, thank you for being here. Appreciate
Thanks for
having you.
having me. Always great to be here, and happy wedding month.
Happy wedding week.
I personally am excited and awaiting my invitation
To my wedding.
to your wedding, and I will throw
Yes.
in a free premarital counseling session for you.
I'll probably need it because I'm going to be shocked to find out that I'm getting married. What was tips you guys on mymessfield.com?